Hello everyone and welcome to Quality Old Games. Today we are continuing Rome Total War Remastered as Seleucid Empire, and the campaign is a short one. So without further ado, let's continue. In the northern border we are in somewhat trouble against Pontus and Armenia. Hopefully Hatra and likely Tarsus will survive. But in the east we have pretty much secured the situation, and in the south I think we are pretty well moving against Egypt, and next turn we will engage opposite Memphis, likely. And here we are going to make a retributive strike against Pontus. So Nicomedia should be ours pretty soon. It seems the enemy is reinforcing. Samis and Greek cities are about to attack us. So we are getting Alexander. Let's take it. And Hatra is still besieged. It can hold out for 3 turns. The only weak defense is there. So we need to send some reinforcements to Hatra. And I guess this is the reinforcing army we are going to send. It should arrive in time. Let's build stables there so that we can retrain the cavalry. I think we need a new temple there. In Susa we are building the stables. Dumatha seems to be doing okay. Alexandria, I think we will soon need a new temple of Dionysius there. And then actually, okay, we are not able to retrain the militia hoplites, so we need to combine the units. By the way, the combining of units was much more easier in original Rome Total War. And there is an Egyptian army coming to face us. So let's try to bypass it and besiege Memphis. We will likely have to fight against it in any case. Some more troops to keep up the public order. And I guess we are pretty much ready. Of course, if we can hire some mercenaries here or in Egypt, that would be nice. Okay, that's a rather good addition. Bedouin archers and Bedouin warriors. Even though they are camel cavalry, I think they are beneficial, at least in chasing down the fleeing enemies. Hopefully fleeing enemies. So Alexandria is under siege, and Jerusalem will be under siege. It seems the Egypt is striking back.
We are surrounded.
And it seems our reinforcements are not in time. So we need to fight a defensive battle here. Let's see if the reinforcements are in time to reclaim the city, or at least bolster the defenses if we manage to repel this attack. So the enemy has 4 battering rams, quite a lot of horse archers, some cataphracts even. Eastern infantry, peltasts. I think I must place my defenses in the city square. So it's a cheesy tactics, but that's the one I need to utilize. And we still have 1 unit left here. Okay. A full unit of hoplites. Maybe we will put them here, and it's time to start the battle and hope for the best. Maybe the towers will be able to do some damage. At least against this Eastern infantry unit. But the amount of damage will be quite limited. And actually, okay, some men are going down, but the number is quite small. And they're rushing in. And now it's imperative that the cavalry archers will attack the phalanxes. Because if they choose to fire only at the distance, our phalanxes cannot survive that long enough. As you can see, casualties are starting to incur. But they are marching forward, so there is some hope still. I guess the cataphracts are coming as well. And apparently all of the enemies are coming from this direction, so we can change the direction of these phalanxes as well. And some of the units are already routing. Excellent. So they will be more tired when they come back in line and attack again. And they will break more easily. And the cataphracts have arrived. Frankly, I like the images of the original Rome Total War a bit better. They are not as smooth, but even though they are kind of more fitting for a game. And the cataphracts are routing. When the general routes, I think we might try to pursue then. And the odds are actually pretty even at the moment. Okay, excellent. And let's drive the enemy out. Okay, excellent. So the map seems to be a bit bigger than in the original Rome Total War. Or maybe the city or village is so small that causes the feeling here. And then the last unit. The enemy took quite a beating here. They lost their general and the majority of their army. Indeed a heroic victory. And our reinforcing army can easily reinforce the city and actually most likely take the fight to the enemy. Okay, and the Greek cities have declared war. So they made themselves a new target. Jerusalem has walls, it seems. Maybe it should have roads as well. Ankara has farms, and let's finally build the new temple. And I think it will be of Asklepios in order to boost population growth. Okay, we got Pastarnai mercenaries. Nice. And let's actually save before doing the assault there, in case something goes awry. in the auto-resolve. Okay, it went pretty well. Nicomedia, or Nicomedia, is ours. And we can actually recruit some hoplites. Nice. And we don't want a temple of Aphrodite, but we want a temple of Asclepios, and then we will continue onwards towards Pergamum. I think these militia hoplites are able to beat the enemy militia hoplites. Of course, we could bring reinforcements from here, but I don't think they are needed at the moment. In Hatra, we need to repair and build Governor's Villa and, of course, retrain all the troops that were damaged in the assault. And in Egypt, we will besiege Memphis. Only chariots and a general. Looks good. I think we will be able to hold Jerusalem. And of course we could try to take Palmyra pretty soon. Actually, let's bring in the militia cavalries to Seleucia, because here they can be retrained. And then we can retrain these levy pikemen in Susa, and we can gather an army against the Parthians. Okay. Okay, some additional Greek reinforcements, but they have left Pergamum quite lightly defended, and because of that they will lose the city next turn. We will capture Memphis. Okay, it seems we need to take a manual battle, so no saving here. I don't dare to auto-resolve this. Most likely it will be a defeat, and the manual battle nonetheless. Only 2 chariot units against us. So the things should be rather easy. Of course there are those I think I should use my weakest troops, and I guess they are militia hoplites, to go to the walls and capture some towers so we can open the gates.
Heave the ladders! Our soldiers have reached the walls with ladders! The bravest will soon be over the defenses! Go, go, go! Our soldiers have captured the walls! Now is the time to press on and capture this place!
I think it's enough that we take these 3 towers. And the strategy is to make a decent phalanx and then use missile troops to lure the enemy against us. So I guess the phalanx line will be here, supported by the militia hoplites. And then we will have general there, and the skirmishers behind them, and the horse archers here. And now the enemy king is dead, even though it seems one of our units did run away. And I think we can take easily down the rest of the general's bodyguard. And we can bring the missile units to attack the Egyptian chariots. And they are starting to drop nicely. I'm not certain what these Libyan mercenaries are doing. And the victory is ours, even despite the minor setback of the levy pikemen fleeing and those Libyan mercenaries doing something they were not supposed to do. And the pyramids are ours. The city took no damage. So let's retrain the troops and start production of phalanx pikemen. Next turn we can liberate Alexandria from the siege. I think these will attack next turn. And this army here can push northwards and take some reinforcements from Hatra. We need to send these units to be retrained in Antioch. These units will be retrained in Susa. And I think we are having a decent army now against the Parthians. Almost a full stack of units. In Antioch we have archery range, so let's build paved roads to help troop movements. In Sidon I think we can build land clearance, Seleucia, Governor's Palace, excellent, Ankara, Nicomedia, both are doing fine, Hatra is doing fine, and Nicomedia is doing fine as well. Okay. And here is the ship actually ready for us to take on roads as Pergamum is captured. I'm a bit skeptical of these being able to hold their own, but let's see. We could enter the Lower Egypt if these can hold their own. So 2 rams, pretty large town square. Most definitely not working for our favor. So the enemy has some peasants, skirmishers, and Nubian spearmen. These won't be a problem, but neither the chariots, but the spearmen, especially if they can engage us in force, will be trouble. Of course, if the Scythian chariots can disrupt their formations or drive them away, that may even up the odds, but we must be careful in this battle. Hopefully the enemy general will charge ahead of his forces. Okay, they are trying to flank us. And the AI with the chariots is pretty bad, it seems. Okay, now it seems the general is about to engage us. And if he drops, then the enemy is likely to panic, especially when we get the chariots there. Excellent. And time to launch a surprise attack with the chariots. Okay, some peasants still waiting to engage us. I think we can send this phalanx to fight the peasants. Right, actually. Okay.
They are not soldiers, only frightened rabbits running from our men.
Okay, I think we have the battle here. No need to chase down the last enemy man. And next battle. And it seems it was a clear victory, if not even heroic. And Jerusalem will be attacked. I think, yeah, this needs to be done manually, but I think our forces are at least quite a bit stronger than in the last battle, so this should be easier. Okay, I think that's quite nice pike wall when the enemy reaches us. The problem here is that the enemy has quite a few skirmishers and slingers as well. So if they don't move to engage, that's going to be a problem. But I'm counting on them to use similar tactics or lack of thereof as in last battles.
The walls are no longer ours. The enemy have taken them. The gods have frowned on us today.
Actually,
The
that
enemy have
tower
broken
might do
through
some
the
damage.
walls.
Or then not. So let's see what the enemy is up to. I think our longer spears will be quite beneficial here. No casualties for us yet, and the first enemy unit is practically decimated. So I think we can turn up the speed a bit and wait for the enemy to... Oh, hey, you are not allowed to move forward. Okay, Nile Spearman. The general was a bit suicidal. Okay, I guess we will end the battle now. Even though the enemy has quite a few troops remaining, which will mean that they will try to besiege Jerusalem again next turn. But I think we are rather, or well enough prepared for that. Okay, another attack. It seems this turn is about defensive siege battles mostly. I think the strategy for Seleucia would be that we have a decent amount of phalanxes, or hoplites, or pikemen, whatever, in the city, and then we will let the enemy come to us. So this battle also we will just brutally abuse the city square with fastest speed setting. I think our militia hoplites should be able to beat the enemy militia hoplites as they are at the center of the city.
The walls have fallen before the onslaught. Now we must rely on men to be our new wall. The walls are no longer ours. The enemy have taken them.
Okay, it seems the enemy is wholly, or at least mostly, coming from this direction. So we can take the reserves to this side as well. So it's going to be militia hoplite against militia hoplite, and it seems the AI is blundering its attack here. By the way, one improvement of this remastered version compared to the original one is that the sped up battles run quite a bit more smoothly than in the original Rome. And as these are starting to flee, I think we will pursue the enemies. And it seems the battle is won pretty nicely. And as the enemies are already tired or exhausted, we can run them down rather nicely. Let's see how many kills this unit of hoplites managed to get after all. Okay, and I guess that's enough. So, okay, about 700. Nice. And the enemy killed only 33 of our men. I think we can get some reinforcements from Sardis when we are engaging Rhodes. And at least some of the units might have even battle experience. So we have stables in Susa. And let's... the city barracks could give us phalanx pikemen. But I think... let's build cavalry stables, or actually archery range, so we can counter the enemy's horse archers. And I think we have enough hoplites in Seleucia. Of course we can train some more militia hoplites. And these were going to be retrained, and this army is pushing towards Armenia's heartland. And here let's retrain the units and train some more. And from here I think we can send majority of the army against... oh, which side it is? Let's check this. Okay. So we should be in Thebes pretty soon. In Jerusalem we need also to retrain the troops. Or let's actually combine some of them to make room to recruit one unit more. And in Sardis, let's retrain the units as well and make one militia hoplite unit as well. And some new mercenaries. They're getting quite expensive, but I think they will prove their worth pretty soon. Okay, quite heavy casualties actually. Let's combine the units here and let's see what we are going to build. We don't need shrine to Athena, can be dismantled. Then let's repair and build a shrine to Dionysius and then next turn Rhodes. And we need to retrain units and start to train some new ones. And soon we will move against Rhodes. And here I think we should continue troop production so that we can engage Salamis pretty soon. So with that we will be able to wipe the Egyptians out pretty soon.
Yes, strategos.
Okay, we have new merchant.
Can I be of service?
Silver, gold. Actually, let's move it there. Hopefully we can capture the city there.
Your honor.
Your honor.
Awaiting your command.
And this guy's already trading 155 per turn. That's decent. Okay, they are besieging Memphis this time. And our plan around Seleucia seems to be working. And Pontus has withdrawn their army.
My lord.
And now we can retrain those units. And let's besiege Thebes. Next turn it will fall. And here, let's see what happens if we take most of the army out. Okay, it's still with decent enough public order, and we can drive the Greeks out of Asia Minor and then head against Rhodes. Actually, the diplomat seems to be a good scout there. And I guess that garrison is strong enough to repel the enemy attack. And of course the construction report. So Sidon will continue with blacksmith. Sardis will repair walls and continue with paved roads to improve troop movement. Alexandria, we need to repair the walls there. And then actually we need militia barracks or barracks in Pergamum. They're building the roads. Okay. We are doing nicely. And it seems Damascus is expanding. Good news. So Governor's Villa. And we could actually train some more troops here. Palmyra isn't that strongly defended. So can we construct something in Dumatha? No, we can't, so it can remain idle. Okay. Pontus is trying to capture Nicomedia. And they are assaulting Hatra. Hopefully we did leave enough troops to defend against that kind of attack. Let's see.
Sir, acquiring goods.
So we have... okay, we have a decent amount of hoplites there.
Prepare for battle! Prepare for battle! Victory! Victory and honor! My lord! Sir, move out!
Time to take some hoplites with us. And it seems the Greeks have made a landing. I think those troops will be enough there.
My lord! Prepare for battle!
And this army is proceeding rather well here. And it's time to take out Thebes. And after that, relieve Memphis from enemy assault or enemy siege. Okay, so it seems we need to do this manually. So I guess after Thebes, the Egyptians have two cities, one here and then Salamis there. So I think in the third video we will be able to win the campaign. That's actually pretty fast. So as that's the case, I think you can propose the next campaign I should make. That will also be a short one in Rome Total War Remastered. And after that campaign I will try to do in the original Barbarian Invasion to try to capture the whole map as Western Roman Empire. Let's see what comes out of that. Okay, they have bowmen. At least the Nubian spearmen are taking quite decently hits.
Now they must batter a way through. Our soldiers have done their work well. The battering ram has broken through the gate. Our soldiers have captured the walls. Now is the time to press on and capture this place. Destroy them! Go, go, go! General!
Orders completed, Commander! Up like militia!
The enemy general is running away! This is no way for a leader to behave, but in battle, it is beyond belief! Great gods be praised! The enemy general is killed! Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts!
Militia hotline! Attack! Heavy fight! Orders complete, command! Unit! Unit! Attack! Attack!
Where are the
Fight!
attack?
Quickly! Hurry! Hurry! Attack quickly!
And let's take down the last of the enemy resistance, namely the bowmen there.
Fight, then!
Hurry! Phalanx! Advance! More! A phalanx! Kill them, General!
And the city is ours.
Victory and honor! We have conquered!
Oh, we can recruit archers, that's always nice. And I think we will demolish this temple to build ours in its stead. And next turn this army will march out and head here. And Antioch is building army to conquer Salamis, which is well and good. And we are ready to end the turn, I guess. And where are we fighting? In Memphis, I guess.
Day has dawned! On my order!
Okay, there are stone walls. And the enemy has only a battering ram. So basically that means that
Quickly, phalanx! Militia hotline!
we are hoping that the enemy can break the gates and then march all their troops to their deaths, to the pike, whatever this is, Greek meat grinder, or in this case Seleucian meat grinder. Usually this will be burned. And so ends the Egyptian siege. Okay, and Jerusalem is besieged once again, and I guess that Egyptian army is marching towards Palmyra, and there is third Egyptian city actually, or town. So we need to take care of 3 to 4 settlements to win the campaign. And another siege defense. The pattern is becoming a bit repetitive, but as Julius Caesar said, alea jacta est.
Await my orders!
So several battering rams, and I think our position will be in the city center. Here, I'm not even certain if the enemy can come from there, but just in case. And the peasants will be sent to the other side of the city. And actually the gates are open. So this might actually give us an option for pretty good but nasty defense here. So if the enemy tries to come through the gates here, they are in for a quite nasty surprise. Okay, so that didn't work out. Time to withdraw. And I think we took quite a few casualties because of the troop placement here. And unnecessary casualties as well.
The walls are no longer ours. The enemy have taken them.
So maybe the peasants must be sent here as well. Okay, at least some enemy units are running away. This time the 2 militia hoplites are well in place. Why they need to break the walls? As the gates are already open. It will only cost quite a bit. Okay, there are some cataphracts. I guess we will need to help out a bit here. Okay, good. Cataphracts are driven off.
Makes a home in our enemies' hearts.
You're actually taking quite heavy casualties here. Okay, good.
Pursue them! Drive them from the battlefield!
I guess that eagle there has some kind of jet engines or something like that. Okay, I guess that's enough. Okay, it seems we can disable some notifications here. And of course the Greeks are proposing peacefire. And they are offering some
Until next time.
reparations. But I don't think that's enough. Okay. That's good. And Jerusalem has improved roads. I think we can improve trade next with trade post. Alexandria has barracks, maybe roads next. And let's retrain the militia hoplites. Thebes has a temple. Or is it a shrine? Yeah. For Dionysius. And now we can send our army most of it towards the next Egyptian stronghold in here, and we can bring in reinforcements from Jerusalem pretty soon. Here we need to retrain the units and actually train some more, lower taxes a bit so that they won't rebel. And I think it's a payback time. No, they're not. Next turn they have quite a few units there. So I think it's better to besiege the city and then engage the enemy in battle. And we need some... Actually, I need to play that battle manually. And what about Antioch? Maybe this army is enough to take Salamis. Especially if we can get some mercenaries, which we cannot. But nonetheless, we will land the army. And next turn I think Salamis will be ours. Let's keep the fleet there just in case if the troops need a route out. Okay, but I think that's everything for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That will help a great deal. You can also share the video and post comments about my gameplay, what I should do and what I should avoid and so on. And you can also propose the next campaign I should play in this Rome Total War Remastered. It will be a short campaign, and I think after that we will try the Western Roman Empire in the original barbarian invasion, and we try to conquer the whole map. Have a great rest of the day. Quality Games out.